happened? Who can tell me what happened to this cluster?
Birds, maybe?
That's birds, right? So they're just going to poke and get a couple of grapes, but that cluster needs to come off the vine. We need to get everything off this vine. So I'm going to find the rachis or the stem, and I'm going to cut right there. And even though you're going, well, Andrew, there's only like half a dozen grapes on here, those half a dozen grapes will make good wine. So that's going to go in there. Again, look at the rachis. Don't be the thing I don't want you to do, because you're going to go, oh, there's a beautiful cluster right over there. I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to cut blind, and you're going to cut your finger off. So you don't want to do that. So just see the rachis, pull it out if you can, even if it's shriveled up like this, because this one kind of, you know, this rachis kind of separated a little bit. We still want to get it off there. If you get one that is, I'm trying to find one that's really bad. This one right here, I would, because of the mold that you see on it, I'd probably still get rid of those berries and get rid of this on the ground. So it's.
So as that bird pecked on it, the juice came out, and that's what will cause it.
Right. And that's, I mean, this is, everything they're doing here is perfect. I mean, if you look at, and this is a single trunk, these are single trunked vines. You can see that they're, you know, probably in the late 80s or 90s. They're that old. They've got this strip completely clean. She talked about the vineyard getting away from them, but this looks cleaner than 90% of the vineyards you'd see in Texas. They've got, you know, the nice canopy going on. They've exposed the fruit. Remember yesterday in class I said I want to look and see where they've done some leaf removal. They have hedged. You know, this is not normal for this to just be this 3 foot of canopy, because if they hadn't hedged, this would be looping over like crazy. So they've perfectly manicured this. You can see one of the things we want to look at is at veraison and post veraison and harvest is to see whether we've still got active shoot tips growing. So in this case, you've got little, these are called tendrils. The tendrils are kind of even with the last leaf. That's good, because if the tendrils extend applicably past the last leaf, that means the vine is going, hey, I want to grow vegetation, not send that energy to the fruit. So everything they've done is perfect. This is going to be some great fruit. Like I said, we didn't know whether we're getting Riesling or something red. I'm happy that we got the red. We're happy to get anything because they donated the whole thing, this 1,000 pounds we're going to have. So we're going to be able to crush and to stem this today, and then start the fermentation, and then next weekend we'll be able to put that through the press. So that's really great. She's given us in the past Cab Franc and Syrah. This is the first time we had a chance to work with Malbec. And as I said, probably most of this will go into brandy and the distillery, the college distillery, which I still need to get Stormy out, and she's busier than heck. But after harvest, sometime in October, November, please come and visit the distillery. Okay.
Maybe we can work out a trade.
Yeah. Any questions about harvesting? We're going to fill up the lugs. We'll fill that thing up before you know it, and then we'll rotate. Normally we take a group picture all with this full thing of grapes, and it's beautiful. I'm going to have 2 people at a time, 6 feet apart, taking the group picture in pairs. So let's stay socially distanced, work on one vine at a time, and like I said, we want to knock out rows. So let's try to knock out these 2 rows at a time, split the crew up into 2 rows, and let's fill these lugs.